Good morning, everybody. At least on the East Coast here, it's almost 8 o'clock a.m., 7:50. I'm using another phone here to get my mother's phone, but trying to get information off of here because I can't do it on this phone since I'm recording. But so doing another video here. New video. This other video I did was about the spiritual awakening, awareness, and all these things, and I didn't really talk about all the cat's hair everywhere floating. I didn't really talk about the spiritual awakening as good, like that the fact that it's in the Bible and everything, and you can look it up and find it, so there's proof there that I can show people. And also going to talk more about like the 5D, the fifth dimension and stuff like that. So like there's 3D, where most of everybody is on, just kind of living and being average, like being worried about money and materialistic stuff, and just working and stressing out, being stressed, taking everything too seriously. And like the way I grew up was closed-minded and taking everything too seriously, and stuff like that, where you run into a bunch of people and they're so different opposite, they don't take stuff seriously. So you got a person like me who grew up that way and was just like worried about all these things and that perspective on everything because of the way I grew up, and judging everything and everybody. So through the years, I had to fix that. I had to change it. And going through my depression here and stuff, last almost 3 years. Okay, it's been like since April, like a good 2.5 months or more. Trying this again. I was starting to record on my phone and my storage is full, so the damn thing just shut off. So I'm using this other phone. I had 2 phones here to use one of them for like information and stuff. Anyway, before it turned off, I was talking about went through my depression the last almost 3 years. So it's been a good 2.5 months or more that I've been doing good like this and coming out, and really figuring out what happened to me and how to go from here, and just continue my healing and figuring stuff out, and then at the same time making videos and talking on Facebook with everybody, just putting the information out there. That's what I do. It's what I like to do. Put information out there, talk, and speak my mind. And sometimes if I'm mad, like just pee it off, okay, stuff comes out too. So either way, stuff comes out, and just trying to wake people up out there and talk. That's what I'm called to do. My whole life I've battled depression, but I always bounce back good. And, it was a struggle, but never took pills. Never tried to take any pills or nothing. Just taking vitamins and things. And then when I went through this depression, like, I let myself go really bad. I didn't want to do anything to help myself. I didn't care. And that's what happens when you're going through depression. You don't care. So you let yourself go. And then whether you get into other habits, smoking and doing substances and all this stuff, which I did not. I just was going through the depression. But it's just been really tough and still in recovery with it. But the fact of knowing what all happened and just to explain it and then be able to help other people and put everything into perspective here so they know, so people know. And just waking people up around here and in my town and stuff, because people need to wake up. You know, a lot of us are like reading a Bible and you know, Jesus this and Jesus that, you know, and you know, Jesus is coming and all this stuff. Well, that's fine, you know, we can talk about it and we can share the stuff on Facebook, but until you start feeling stuff, feeling it, just looking around, you know, at everything and questioning everything, feeling stuff with ourselves and with everybody around us, and why stuff is happening and why we're here, our purpose. You know, we're stuck here. We can't leave unless it's like a natural death, a natural thing, or illness, old age, or like it's our time to go or whatever. And if it's not, we're stuck here. We got stuff to do. God has a purpose for us, like a contract. Now you can call it like a soul contract, or you can call it, you know, God's contract or plan. I think it's the same thing. Same thing. But, so I've basically just had these things happen to me, the spiritual awakening and this 5D sense. And like I was trying to do before and on my phone, everybody's on this 3D level, 3-dimensional, where everything's just average, okay? Like everything is materialistic and money and jobs and all this stuff, all this normal human stuff. Now, when you go through trauma or go through stuff, or somehow you just fall into it, you know, and wake up and realize things, like it just hits you. I think in other times things have hit me, and I just could not put all this together and realize how I was, how I am, and what was happening. I don't think I could put this together until now. And God has just been always showing me, showing me this stuff, you know, and taking me through different experiences and that to wake me up. We go through things, God takes us through stuff and struggles to wake us up and teach us stuff, and that's what happened with me. So we're on this average plane, okay? But when you go through stuff, you move up into this 5D dimension where I'm at. And just 5D definition of you know, the way you look at things, and just everything in life, the way you look at stuff, and God, and just I'm like losing my words here, but just the way you feel about everything, and it's just completely different. It's so crazy and weird, but kind of nice at the same time. It's kind of like a nice gift, and I pick stuff up on people so fast and easy, and that's what kind of throws you off. Like, you know, when things throw you off that something happened, and that's what I'm dealing with right now. So I'm still kind of going through it, and you know, hopefully in the next coming months here, I will just be so used to it and just be up here. And it's just really annoying, because when you're like an advanced soul or spirit, like I upgraded myself basically, it's hard to get other people on your level, like everybody else on board here, to understand what the hell is going on and with life. So that's where I'm at now, trying to put everything into perspective and explain stuff and not scare people, and you know, half the people out there believe in the psychic stuff, mediums, and some don't. The only way to believe in that stuff is try it out. And what these people say, if you can confirm it, if you can say, yeah, like I just had that happen, or I went through that, whatever they're telling you, or I'm going through it now, or yeah, I feel that way, or whatever. If you can confirm these things that they're telling us, then it's pretty accurate. They've been pretty accurate with me, with stuff, and what's happened to me. Like this girl down the road, down the highway in this other town, like she's Ohio's top person, and works with the police department and everything. She confirmed all this stuff had happened to me, and taking these pills, these hydroxyzine pills that sedated the heck out of me, which put me through this stuff and in this coma, or had a near death because it sedated me so bad. My heart just dropped, everything dropped. The way my body reacted to it, it was horrible. And so it forced me into this stuff, like through this stuff. That's the only way. Like if you're going through trauma or abuse and different things, that's the only way. Otherwise, like, I don't think it's going to happen, because there has to be something to wake you up and stuff. But, so that's what happened with me. But, you know, that's what 5D is, just looking at everything completely different and stuff like that. So if people start researching these things, you'll know what it means, what it is, how it feels, and if you've been through it, if you're one of like me, have been through this stuff and woke up and everything, you'll see what it means. But, you know, it's all in the Bible, so I was able to pull it up, and I'll try to add it in my video on the slides and stuff. But it's in the Bible if you look it up and stuff. The spiritual awakening and everything. It's all there, and I'll put it into the video here. I'm just going to try and bring it up here. Okay, yep. Spiritual awakening, profound shift in consciousness, where an individual gains a deeper understanding of themselves, their place in the universe, and the nature of reality. It often involves letting go of the ego and experiencing heightened sense of awareness, connection, and empathy. I got lots of empathy. This transformative experience, blah, blah, blah. Plus, when you add it to the, put in, the, you know, type in if it's in the Bible, and that comes up too. And it's all in there. And I'll put it all in the slides and stuff. So that concludes this video. And looking forward to the next one. Please subscribe and like everything, and follow everything. I'll put everything into the description, and that'll be it.